Namaste friends and freelancers. Welcome to another video powered by the Indian Freelancer. Have you ever heard questions like what is freelancing? How to learn freelancing? Where to start? And what are the best websites for freelancing? Or do you have one of these doubts yourself? Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about all this, so stay tuned. So before we start, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified when I publish a new video. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so yet. If you like this video, please ensure that you hit the like button. This will tell me how I am doing, and also please write in the comments below and tell me if you have a feedback or a question for me. I will love to answer your queries. Okay, let's start then. Before we answer any of the queries, we need to first understand what freelancing is. What is freelancing? Freelancing is kind of self-employment where one works for someone else or some company on a contractual basis without a permanent commitment from either side. One who works is called a freelancer, a self-employed contractor, or a seller as she sells her services and skills. The one for whom the freelancer works is called a supplier of jobs, a buyer as she buys those skills and services, even an employer as she hires the services. The concept is the same as of a buyer with a requirement and a seller with a solution. Wherever the buyer and the seller meet and interact or transact is called a marketplace. We will talk more about a marketplace later on. Let's first talk about the concept of freelancing, and let me tell you that it is not a new one. Let me give you an example. Think of our village homes where we have coconut trees. Not everyone of us is skilled enough to climb a coconut tree and pluck the coconuts when needed, right? Though many of us can do it. Those who cannot have no option other than to hire someone who can do the job for them. So we go to the village market and inquire for anyone who can climb up the coconut tree and pluck coconuts for us. When we get a suitable person, we hire him. He does his job and we pay him, either with money or with a share of coconuts he plucks, as in most Indian villages. He gets the payment and leaves, and that ends that particular deal. When we need his service next, we will either contact the same person again if we were very happy with his work, or look for someone else in the same or another accessible marketplace. In the above transaction, we acted as a buyer, and the person who did the job for us acted as a seller or a freelancer. Yes, we had a deal. We had a problem in hand and he had a solution for us, and we bought the solution from him as well, just like any other corporate or traditional occupation. But the only difference here was that this guy and we are not committed to each other. That guy is not bound to pluck coconuts only from our trees, and we are also not bound to hire him the next time we want coconuts to be plucked. Yes, we will definitely hire him the next time again if he had done an exceptional work for us, but there is no obligation. This is exactly what freelancing is. Both the seller and the buyer is free of commitment. The seller is free to sell his services to anyone he wishes, and the buyer is also free to hire anyone he desires to get his work done. I hope the concept is much clearer now. However, there is a basic difference between this example of freelancing and the kind of freelancing that we are going to talk about here. Can you guess what it is? Congratulations if you have guessed it already. It shows your mind is working, and let me tell you now that apart from your skills, you would need a very sharp, alert, intelligent and actively working mind to be a successful freelancer. We will definitely talk a lot about this in the future videos, hence subscribe and stay in touch. Well, if you have not guessed the difference yet, then do not worry too. I am sure you will appreciate when you understand. My intentions are to make your mind get active, and if you stick with me here, I am sure it will happen very soon. You will be able to imagine, conceptualize, work and deliver more than you can now. It's a promise. So the basic difference between the above example and the freelancing that we are going to focus on here on this channel is offline and online freelancing. Everything you will learn is going to be using the computer in a digital or virtual world. And the example shown here happened in the physical real world, right? Now that we are clear about the concept of freelancing, let's see how we can learn freelancing, okay? Firstly, a newcomer should focus on learning skills. Freelancing or selling those skills will come later. Learning to sell your skills in the marketplace is learning freelancing. You cannot learn freelancing without having proper skills and without learning about the marketplace where you are going to sell your skills. So hold on to your horses. We will come back to this point later in the video. How to start freelancing? Let's focus on this now. Like any other job seeking process, the first thing that we need is a CV or a resume. So showcase your past work and your skills and make a CV or a freelancing resume. Yes, you are supposed to write your academic background as well, but in freelancing world of today, experience and expertise come before academic degrees. A freelancing resume is nothing but a portfolio of your past work, client accolades, and display of your skill sets. Some people create these resumes on Word or PowerPoint and PDF like a regular resume. But some people create their own websites and display their portfolio, their services and skills, and even the products that they sell. That is a very good way to make your freelancing resume, but you can have a Word document to start with. How to create a freelancing resume or portfolio of your skills? Is that your next question? Well, it is simple and a two-step process. In step 1, list all your skills in a notepad or a piece of paper or even on the computer. Write all that you can do, like writing, singing, cooking, traveling, playing cricket, or using software like Excel, PowerPoint, Word or Photoshop, Illustrator, MATLAB, SPSS or anything like this. Once this is done, you are ready with your skills, physical and digital. Now take out all the digital skills that you have and you think you can sell them online and use them to make your freelancing resume. Remember that the skills should be digital and are sellable online. If you know that the skills are in high demand in the marketplaces, then it is even better. But how will you know if these skills are sellable or in high demand or not? Survey of the various marketplaces is the key here. This is where we should focus on knowing about the various marketplaces that are available online and find out which one suits us the best. Here we need to answer our other query: which are the best websites for freelancing? Well, this calls for separate videos where I can explain each and every website I know where you can sell your skills as a freelancer, and that is out of scope for this video. To name a few though, I can tell you about Fiverr.com, Upwork.com and Freelancer.com. These are the top 3 websites I liked. I have written a post on my blog on this topic and I will leave a link to that post in the description below. Feel free to check it. I will anyways create more videos on this topic with more details from each of these freelancing websites. Till then, you can watch other videos on YouTube and I'm sure you will get good info from there as well. Now, I'm sure you will feel more confident in choosing the right skills for the right marketplace and put them in your freelancing resume, right? Let's move on then, alright? Now, for the absolute newbies and those who want to have a ready guide, I have a free ebook that you can download from my website www.theindianfreelancer.com. You may visit and download the ebook for free from my website and use it as a reference. It talks about a few more things than I did in this video. This is all that I have in this video. I hope you liked it as much as I liked creating it. Please give me a like if you do. Please write to me in the comment section below. I love reading your comments. And if you have not subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button to keep in touch. Thanks for watching. Let's learn and grow together.